Hey, what's up guys? This is Matt here on Just for Fun. What we've done past couple days is we ported the mono white enchantment deck from standard to modern. And what did that do? It allowed us to play Nykthos, which is a very powerful enabler in order to generate oodles of mana, which I wanted to play in conjunction with Quarantine Field to hopefully quarantine like somebody's whole board or something. Well, that didn't happen. But you know, we were playing a lot of more powerful enchantments than the standard deck, and you would think that would make the deck better. But in modern, there's not as many decks that rely on creatures to kill you. So, and there's just a lot more powerful stuff going on in general. So the deck is actually worse in the metagame than the standard version is in that metagame, in that format. And you know, here let's go over some of the card choices. I do have to say this is not a competitive deck, and also although it's somewhat fun and somewhat entertaining, again, I like the standard version better. I'm a little disappointed with how this came out, but you know, we still did some stupid things in the matches, and I hope you enjoy watching them. One is a bit of a slog, but the rest of them are pretty good. And we did get to go off a couple times. So let's explain the card choices. The first column here, with the lands, we just went with basics, 21 planes, and some Nykthos. I just wanted to keep it simple here. In modern, it would be very easy to splash, go 2 colors, sort of expand upon the idea a little more. But for theme's sake, I just wanted to match it as much as possible. So we kept the myth realized, since again it's great on turn 1 and it remains relevant throughout the game. Kept the 1 mastery of the unseen just as something to do with Nykthos mana sink slash win condition. Heliod, same deal, mana sink slash win condition, kind of a fun of one of, and he does a lot of work. He's kind of a cool card. I like playing with him. Devotion is pretty easy to achieve in this deck, so I definitely have gotten my beats on with him too. 3 sigils as per standard deck, 3 Starfield, same thing. So pretty similar in column 1. Column 2, the removal is a lot better. We get to play 4 Journey to Nowheres, couple Banishing Lights, and an Oblivion Ring as you know, sort of catch-all removal, and the full 4 of Quarantine Field. This card is Beast, adds 2 for Devotion, comes down, triggering Sigil. You can even cast it for 0, unlike these that you can't really cast without a target. This you can. Well, I mean, maybe you can, but this is better. This column we have even more creature hosers, so we have Ghostly Prison and Sphere of Safety, and if you get enough of those down, your opponent's gonna have a really miserable time trying to attack you. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are some decks that you could totally lock out with those cards, like Zoo, for example. Leyline is a way to jumpstart your devotion. It's also just a powerful card, preventing discard spells, burn spells. It's a pretty strong hoser against like a Jund and burn and storm, things that are trying to kill you that way. So pretty strong hoser. Also a way to get 2 devotion on the board right away. These 2 cards are fun of one ofs. I want to talk a little bit about Endless Horizons. I never saw this card before I was building this deck. I did a gatherer search. This is one of the enchantments that came up, and it is so unbelievably powerful to cast. I feel like when you have this running, you have, in a mono white deck, you have such card advantage that it's going to be really hard to lose. It's kind of like how Outpost Siege works in Standard, where you're technically like drawing an extra card each turn, but it's better because you're removing all the land in a deck with all planes. You're removing all the land draws, yet you still get to play a land each turn, and you're guaranteed to curve out. You're guaranteed to hit all of your future land drops, while still your draw step draw is guaranteed to be a non-land. So you're guaranteed to have mana and action for the rest of the game. Once this sticks, it does backfire sometimes, but it is a pretty good card. I really like playing with it. Finally, Plea for Guidance is just a double tutor, kind of cool in a deck like this. Sideboard is not completed, but some interesting ones. We got more removal in case we need that. Rest in Peace and Stony Silence are the two most powerful hosers in Modern, so definitely good to have access to that. Cursive Exhaustion, just another good hoser kind of rule of law effect, and Karma, and another powerful hoser effect. I didn't get a chance to like stick this against a black deck, but I feel like that would be pretty hard to come back from. So anyway, it was fun to play. Some of the matches are good. The really long one, if you want to skip that one, I understand. Opponent's deck was cool though, so maybe it's worth watching to see opponent's cool deck. But anyway, this is the Modern White Enchantments deck. Peace.